What's the difference between probable cause and reasonable doubt? Let's talk about them because those are going to be terms that come up not only in the trials we've just seen, but in the trials we're about to see. Fuel me once here, driving instructor of the world. So, probable cause is a legal standard. It's used to obtain search warrants, it's used to make arrests, and it's used in court to mean we have enough evidence to go forward with a case. That's it. It basically means sufficient knowledge of facts and circumstances that would lead a reasonable person to believe a crime has been committed and that the suspect in question committed that crime. That's it. That is the only standard. It's basically fair probability and a good faith that what you believe is true. Reasonable doubt is a much, much higher standard. Some people equate it to 95% probability that something is true. There's not really a numerical equation, but I hear that one thrown out all the time. It's a burden of proof that a defendant is guilty beyond all reasonable doubt. You can have unreasonable doubts, but those can be eliminated. But they must be guilty, and the evidence must show they're guilty beyond the reasonable doubt. That means there's no other reasonable explanation that can come from the evidence except this outcome. If there is any other outcome, then you still have reasonable doubt. So the jury must be virtually certain of a defendant's guilt in order to render a guilty verdict. And this is basically much higher than anything called preponderance of evidence, which is basically 51% sure. The standard of reasonable doubt became really popular in the 1780s in British and American courts to remove from the jury any guilt of sentencing someone to unaliving by the law. So they could, since they were reasonably sure, it was beyond reasonable doubt, it was the law then, therefore, that was punishing this criminal. The souls of the jurors could still be saved. The Latin phrase is lex urn occidit non tu. It is the law that unalives, not you. Augustine wrote, when Amminus unalive justly, it is the law that unalives him, not you. Therefore, a moral wrestle with bloodshed is avoided by correct observance of the law and its procedures in the courtroom. On the road of life, please drive kind. Thank you.